We're here with the artist, Angel the Artist. And you are the very first artist in residence in the Better World Museum program in Horizon. In this residency, the artist takes over the museum to create artwork on the theme Make a Better World. Would you walk us through your installation, please?
Yes, absolutely. And I definitely want to thank you. I did not know I was the first, so this is actually it's a huge honor for me. So I'm really happy to have been brought up to this residence program, and I thank you first and foremost before I even get started. But yeah, definitely. I just wanted to shed light on Black art. Um, it's been out there. People know a lot of some artists like Basquiat. He's like one of the most famous. Everybody knows who Basquiat is. But there are a lot of great Black artists out there, and their work needs to be recognized. And I know with COVID, I know a lot of people can't really physically go to these museums or even like want to just search it up on the web. And a lot of people are in Horizons and, going to hangout spaces and everything. So I figured this is the perfect outlet for someone to go into a space, but also be educated on these Black artists and just, truly appreciate the art if they really can. So yeah, let's get started.
Absolutely.
So, all right, let's cut this tape. It's somewhere in the middle. There we go.
Ooh, I love the way the walls come down as you cut the tape.
Yeah, that's like my favorite part. So we do also have sculptures that I personally made here in Horizon.
Oh,
This is one
great.
of them. This is Neon Soul. Um, all of the art that is made personally by me, the sculptures or the paintings, they have poems here. So this is one of the
Ooh.
first
The Beauty
ones.
of a Black Woman by Poetic Artiste. There is something about the beauty of a woman. It shines in the whites of her eyes and the pearls of her teeth. It is the melanin of her skin and the black of her hair. It is the warm browns, midnight blacks, and the pinkness of her hidden flesh. It is the smell of her skin and the natural pheromone scents. There is something about the beauty of a Black woman that keeps pulling me in.
Ooh, I love that. What a wonderful writer you are as well as creator in
Thank you.
Horizon. I love the way that you're bringing them together in this way.
Yeah. Well, this poem was by a poet named Poetic Artist. There are only two poems by myself, which are this Shattered Soul piece, and then there's another one called Who You Gonna Call that's back there. So the rest of the audio is pretty long, so we'll save that for the opening, but I'll definitely show you the ones that I made.
Okay.
So this is obviously, this is called Fist Soul. Definitely wanted to represent the Black Lives Matter movement, and this piece was pretty hard to make, if you can believe it. I don't know why, but it seemed like it was going to be simple, but lining everything up to make it look like an actual fist was pretty tedious. But I'm glad that the image definitely comes across now.
It does. It stands very strongly, and the dimensions that you created in this graphic image of the fist are really powerful. I live in Minneapolis, and Minneapolis has just been a hotbed of police violence and murder towards African American people, and it continues even as of this week. We had another police shooting, and it's just really horrific. So I really stand in solidarity with this piece in Black Lives Matter. Thank you.
Of course, of course. Over here we have the Shattered Soul. Fun fact, this was actually a logo for a clothing line I tried to start when I got out of high school, and then realized that business aspect was not for me. But I'm glad that the logo has been in a different media, which is here, and I get to see it in 3D, which is also pretty cool. So here's a poem I made called If You Only Knew.
If You Only Knew by Angel the Artist. You saw a big bright smile, but she cried most nights. You saw a fashion statement, but she stressed her imperfections didn't look right. You saw a strong mother, but she was met with postpartum. You saw a beautiful relationship, but she felt she wasn't good enough for him. You saw a major talent, but she felt she procrastinated everything she did. You saw a growing woman, but she still felt like a kid.
And then part 2.
She wanted to be happier. She wanted people to notice her. She wanted to be an amazing mother. She wanted to be an outstanding partner. She wanted to be the Jill of all trades. She wanted to never be afraid. She needed help. She needed help. She needs help. But her help is a waiting game. Patience is his name. Soon she'll claim her fame and feel more sane. There's others like me, more than a few. You'd be more aware if you only knew.
So that's If You Only Knew. Definitely
Thank you.
a very personal poem. So I really hope that everybody appreciates that one.
I know everyone really will. When you share yourself
thank you.
in the vulnerable, honest, and wholehearted ways that you are, what it does is it allows other people the freedom to do that also. And it's really a gift. Thank you. You're not alone in the experiences that you overcome and rise stronger from. And sharing it is a testimony of your strength.
Thank you. Thank you. I definitely appreciate that.
Yes, well, it's very brave. Living bravely.
Thank you. I'm going to get rid of these extra doors. I just put them there in case somebody else was going to insert their doors. But here are doors to other creators who have created art installations that are people of color. And I wanted to make sure that they got some light shed on their world as well, because they're very amazing that I've been to. Really great sculpting skills or very great artwork that they've put a lot of work into. So I wanted to
really
share that
have
as well.
super talented Black creators. And statistically, there's like maybe 3% of Black people in technology. So I think that one of the greatest missions for all people is to create more equity in that number and decolonize technology. I'm going to share with you a link to the Black Technology Mentorship Fund program run by Christopher Lafayette. And it's an incredibly large, healthy, strong, growing community of Black members and allies that are really working as a cohesive group to further decolonize. And this should be a whole wall. This should be walls upon walls upon walls.
Yeah.
Right. It shouldn't be such a limited number. With that, I want to recommend, please check out The Worlds by Micah J.
Okay.
Yeah,
absolutely.
An earlier Black creator who is now building a lot of worlds in alt space. But some of his worlds were some of my very favorite worlds and taught me so much about world building.
Absolutely. I will definitely contact him. Definitely needed to I was trying my hardest to reach out to a bunch of people, going through like the world's list and trying to get them. I was really happy to have gotten Art Face, got him last minute. So I was really glad, but hopefully I can, and this is always going to be here. And I hope to add more doors on top.
Ashes to Ashes and Sammy also are incredible creators, and their work, I was really honored and proud to work alongside them as in the same cohort in the Horizon Accelerator. So if you don't know them, I'll make sure to introduce you. Hopefully they'll be here tonight.
Yes, please. Yeah, definitely.
Great.
So this is obviously the cover photo. I wanted this to be pretty big, being as it was a cover photo, it looked small, so I made it huge. So when people come here, it's kind of like a showpiece and they see it and understand it. And then there's a great poem that goes along with it. So another one of my favorite pieces here. Thank you.
You're a really, really excellent sculptor, architect, and visual artist.
Thank you. Thank
Do you
I
have
really
any
appreciate that.
formal training in art?
I went to Pratt Institute for art. Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Of course.
Back
Amazing.
then, I really wanted to be an art teacher, but decided to switch things a little bit. I did end up becoming an tattoo artist, even though right now I am an after-school teacher for kids in this nonprofit organization. So I still get a little bit of best of both worlds there.
There are so many incredible creative nonprofits in your community in New York to work with children. That's probably what I would be doing if I lived there too. So that's the best work, the next
absolutely.
generation, and to keep keep hope alive through creativity. So that's important work.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So even though everybody does know him, I definitely had to add a Basquiat piece, and this was actually one of his last piece before his death. So, and it's, riding with death, so it's very controversial, and a lot of people do recognize it. So definitely wanted to add this one in as, his final stages. And it's not like his usual colorful pieces, but this one not only was the last, but was also easier to create in Horizons. So I definitely wanted to add that in.
I really love his work. I saw it. The last time I saw his work was at the Brooklyn Museum a couple of years ago.
Yep.
Yeah.
This was a painting I made. This poem's a little long, so we don't have to listen to all of it. But this is basically based off of police brutality and, not feeling safe within, whether it's our homes or in our neighborhood or anything. You don't have to be doing anything illegal or anything against the law to be, at risk of police brutality. So that's where I brought this to light.
What an important piece, and ever so relevant. There's not a city that isn't impacted by police brutality and unjust murder to the Black community, and harm that then ripples through the brown and indigenous and more community members. It has a ripple effect, actually. When this happened in my city, when George Floyd was murdered, it has a ripple effect that's still extremely felt today.
Exactly.
And still reverberating. Not just it's continued. There's been more waves of it. So it's not just one incident. It continues, and it's important that there's all these parts because of its continuation. Your voice is so important. That
Thank you.
The wake-up call, how many generations of mothers have been calling out to stop this, though, so
absolutely.
Right. So continue to call out, so eventually these parts can end, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think I would love to listen to them.
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay, if you're not in a rush, I think
no, not at all.
Who You Gonna Call by ANGLtheARTIST. Who You Gonna Call by ANGLtheARTIST.
Yeah.
Who you gonna call when those men in blue got their guns on you? And what did you do? Miss the stop sign you passed through. Who they gonna call when they see you having fun that you have no business, not one, having fun under their sun? Who you gonna call when they call you animals every day? When they see your king hung astray? Not in the textbook, but still today? And what do they say? Another suicide, I'm afraid.
You can hear the names of, like, Sandra Bland and you know, Tamir Rice, and I mean, you can hear their names as you're speaking these words. I mean, like, they also represent, though, all the people, though, who were never in the news and never talked about, and who never became a hashtag, right? There's so many more people that have been impacted that
oh, sorry.
that it's just so important. No, yeah, thank you. I don't have to say something in between.
Thinking their life is a game of chess. They move first because they're the best, and we're the pest, and we're not blessed. We're always stressed because our life means less to them. Yes. Who am I gonna call when I stress to raise my kings? Will they clip their wings or not allow them to sing, no matter what they bring to the table that stings? Who am I gonna call because I am scared? Who am I gonna call because I don't feel prepared to save my kin, protect our skin, and stray from sin, and wonder when our real life begins so we can win? Who can I call?
Oh, I think that was the last part.
Who am I gonna call when they come crying home, feeling all alone? There's no respect to be shown because of the color of their skin tone. Who am I gonna call to protect my babies? Who am I gonna call to not feel crazy? Who am I gonna call when there's no justice or peace? Who am I gonna call when police can't police?
Yeah. Part 3 and part 4 are supposed to be switched, but yeah, I'll fix that. Thank you for showing me that.
Well, thank you for taking this time with this piece and creating such an important work.
Thank you. I really do appreciate that. Over here we have Joe Overstreet. In real life, this is actually supposed to be Canvas. I did the best I could.
You did a great job.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And Jacob Lawrence.
Yes, Jacob Lawrence, the Harriet Tubman series. This was one of my favorites from his series, and it was also easier to create in Horizons, so I definitely wanted to bring that one to light. And then we have some more over here.
I'd love to invite you to be part of the Plus Community Voices program at Horizon Art Museum. I also make a donation for Outworld Impact, but if you've seen there that, like, I've recreated works from art history, there's over 30 worlds that are connected to it. If you see a work of art that you resonate with, just make a sound recording of your perspective of the work, not necessarily the art historical description, but how it impacts you and how, like, your connection to it. And there's there's good examples in the core Horizon Art Museum and in Gallery 103 to 105 has most of ours. But
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because you are an incredible storyteller and narrator, and your voice should be heard more.
Thank you. Here we have Simone Lays.
Oh, look! The giant
there it is.
Yeah. Oh my god, you're amazing! You're amazing. Nice.
I knew immediately. Oh,
yes.
There we go. I was like, I know this has to be here. It had to. So.
Completely. The space is perfect for it.
Exactly.
You did it justice, and I think Kara Walker would think so. You should take a picture of it and tweet it to her.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I definitely will.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this was the piece that I was for sure that I had to create in here, and I'm so glad that it translates and that
It's
that
fantastic.
you were automatically were able to tell what it was as soon as you walked up. That makes me really happy.
Immediately. Let me take a photo of you with her.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wonderful. Perfect.
Oh, I love it.
I really do too. I'm gonna send it to myself on Only Me, and then we can share it later with proper attribution to Kara Walker.
Yes, absolutely. Over here we have Augusta Savage, the Lift Every Voice and Sing harp. This was in the 1939 New York World Fair, but was
I don't know
taken
this
down.
piece.
Oh yeah. This is one. Yeah, it's pretty old because it's 1939, and the piece was also destroyed with a bunch of others as soon as the exhibition had closed down. So there wasn't any full recognition on it unless you like really search it up and try and find it.
And that's such a shame because here I am, an art historian who, well, I literally learn new things every day, but incredible works like this should have never been destroyed.
Yes,
it's
absolutely.
Fantastic. Thank you, Augusta Savage. Well, I have some reading later to do today. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. We have Alma Thomas.
Oh, I love Alma Thomas. And we have two works of hers at Horizon Art Museum that are recreated.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. I can't wait to see those.
Fantastic.
I tried to do this one justice. It doesn't, because there's so many pieces that are actually in this painting, and it's a lot more complex than this. But with the capacity I had to, kind of minimalize it as much as I could.
It's so dimensional. It really brings me right in.
Thank you. I'm glad that there is some purpose to it instead of, trying to do as close as possible to the original art.
And these are all suggestions that honor these artists. I don't think you're really trying to we do the same at the museum. We're just honoring the artist and recognition. So it's hard to do them full justice, and Alma Thomas is difficult. I have one piece in gallery 103 to 105 that it's hard. The real one is just so much better, and it's hard sometimes to do them justice. And Alma Thomas, I recognize when you're talking about doing it justice, that this is an artist that not only is it beautiful here in Horizon, but you really want to see it in as simple and as like graphic and as primary as it is. They really are works to be beheld in Alma's. So if anyone watches this video, go check out Alma Thomas. The Smithsonian's full of their works. Brooklyn Museum, the Women's History Museum. There's more and more recognition. It took her a long time to be recognized. She worked her whole life to be recognized in her later years, but
yeah, she finally started to get recognized, I think around the early 2000s, maybe even like 2010s. So, and she's been doing it for so long, so I'm just glad that she's finally been recognized as well.
Yeah, it shouldn't have to be that way. And hopefully our generation and emerging Black artists can change that conversation.
Absolutely.
Show me
then our
about
last
this.
piece is by Wangechi Mutu.
Yeah.
She is mostly known for her collages using paper and like paper mache type media.
Yes.
But she finally decided to go back to her roots. In real life, this installation is made of like the dirt and trees and very organic
Mm.
materials. And it she has a whole art installation based off around women and injustice and beauty and power. And this was just one of my favorite pieces from that installation. So that's that.
Very, very nice. Thank you for sharing these and recreating them.
Absolutely. Thank you for, being here to witness it. I'm very honored.
Tell me a little bit about your choices in the surrounding architecture and just lighting, and how you changed the space to better represent the story you wanted to share.
Oh, sorry. There's someone knocking on my door.
Oh,
Hold on
no,
one
no,
second.
go ahead. We can do this later, or call it a good.
Hey. Sorry. Doing an interview right now. Sorry. So sorry. Okay.
Oh, let
Okay,
me
sorry.
totally let you go. Let me let you go.
Okay, we'll definitely do the questions
This is
a different time.
okay. All right. Or I can give you a couple questions during the night while people are around, and maybe their
Oh yeah,
voices can be included. I just wanted to say that I
absolutely.
love your outfit dress, and I want to ask you
Thank you.
about that. And I totally love just the symbol that you created of your hand, the power hand on you, and I would love to see you be able to well, you should sell shirts like this at
Oh yeah.
on Instagram, and if you wanted to, at Horizon Art Museum's gift shop.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Okay, awesome. I want to look for more ways to share this incredible work that you've done, and make sure the whole world sees your gift and contribution and voice here. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. I
Yes.
really appreciate that.
All right. Well, tonight is really exciting, and I better put on an awesome outfit too. So I'll see you later. I don't want to keep you while you have guests. Thank you.
Alrighty, thank you. Take care.
Amazing. I'm so proud of you and so proud to share this.
Thank you.